Mabuhay and good day to all. I am Ronald Bugarin and I will be sharing my learnings and insights on DevCom 208 principles which we applied in our group social mobilization and social marketing project Mindanao. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Doc Mel Bandalaria for a meaningful learning experience on social marketing and social mobilization. Understanding the social context of your audience is crucial for effective communication. First, it's about developing a deep understanding of Mindanaoan social context. This means going beyond simply raising awareness of social issues. It's essential to gain insights into their values, perceptions, motivations, and lived experiences. This step of understanding can significantly influence behavior change, which is often the ultimate goal of your communication efforts. When you connect with your audience on this level, you're not just informing them, you're engaging them in a meaningful way that resonates personally. The group project also helped me understand the importance of crafting messages that resonate with specific cultural contexts. When we tailor our communication to fit the cultural norms and values of Mindanaoans, we increase the likelihood of our messages being embraced and acted upon. One of the key goals here is to enhance the adoption of positive outlook and perspective of Mindanao. This connection can help break down common misconceptions about Mindanao that it is full of conflict and wars. Our ultimate aim is not just to inform, but to inspire meaningful changes within communities. By focusing on culturally relevant messages, we pave the way for more effective communication and stronger community engagement. Understanding audience ownership is vital for empowering the people we aim to serve. When audiences have a meaningful say in the processes that affect them, they feel a greater sense of ownership. This is not only empowers them but also enhances the effectiveness of our efforts. Maki et al. Argues that sustainable behavior change occurs when people are meaningfully involved in the process that affect them rather than being treated merely as beneficiaries. Consider how we can involve Mindanaoans more deeply in decision making. By engaging them in a participatory manner, we build trust and create a partnership that values their inputs and perspectives. This approach leads to genuine empowerment as audiences see their contributions reflected in outcomes that directly impact their lives. It is not only foster a stronger connection, but also ensures that our strategies are truly audience centered. Strategic partnership plays a crucial role in ensuring the sustainability of our programs and enhancing policy impact. By forming alliances according to Kotler and Lee, we can significantly expand our reach and strengthen the credibility of our initiatives. This is particularly important in regions like Mindanao, where breaking stereotypes and fostering understanding is key. Let's consider how partnerships not only amplify our message, but also mobilize essential resources. When we collaborate with local organizations and stakeholders, we build a network of support that is both diverse and resourceful. This network becomes a powerful tool in addressing misconceptions and promoting positive narratives about Mindanao. These partnerships are not just about expanding our influence, they are about creating a shared vision that resonates with the community. By working together, we can develop content that challenges stereotypes and promotes a more inclusive and accurate understanding of the region. Finally, monitoring and evaluation are fundamental to accountable and effective social marketing interventions. Ongoing assessment of communication activities, trained personnel, and information education and communication or RAC materials allows implementers to identify gaps, improve strategies, and build on lessons learned. Transparent and credible reporting not only strengthens trust among development partners, but also ensures that programs remain responsive to community needs. In our group project, we saw the importance of tracking the reach of the social media campaigns in order to understand if it generated awareness on the many stereotypes about Mindanao, have changed the perspective of Mindanao, and eventually better to promote Mindanao and its people. The learnings I got from taking DevCom 208 is something I am now doing as a Love Yourself volunteer. I see the value of maintaining a continuous connection with the community we're serving. This grounding ensures that our efforts are relevant and impactful, aligning with the actual needs and values of the community. Our campaigns must not only be effective but also sustainable over the long term. With the funding issues the HIV advocacy is experiencing currently, it is important to have strategic partnerships and alliances to optimize resources. This means designing initiatives that foster lasting behavior change rather than short lived impacts. We want to create a ripple of positive change that endures beyond awareness, especially about HIV. Finally, the role of monitoring and evaluation cannot be overstated. By including these mechanisms from the start, we can track our progress, make necessary adjustments, and ensure accountability. This process helps us learn and evolve, ultimately enhancing the effectiveness of our campaign. In conclusion, social marketing and social mobilization are vital tools in development communication as they integrate behavioral science, participatory approaches, and multisectoral collaboration toward a shared goal of social good. When grounded in theory and informed by community realities, these approaches foster sustainable behavior change and contribute meaningfully to improving individual and collective quality of life. And this is our own way of changing and making the world a better place, one step at a time. These are the references used for this report. And this is Ronald Bugreen officially signing off from DevCon 28. Dagang salamat po sa Indogabos.